Alrighty, welcome everybody to the stream. Thanks for hopping on. Throw in the chat. Say hello. Southman, yo, how we doing? Thanks for hopping on. Thanks guys for Southman over on Instagram. Thanks for saying hello. Let me know guys what you guys are up to. Alrighty, I'm just setting up some stuff on my screen over here. Let me just get this up. I have to try and get some music set up in a second so we can listen to some music. Welcome everybody. I know sometimes the Instagram can be a little bit behind, so it'll take a few minutes for you guys to all jump in, but thanks for hopping on. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's just mute that site. Alrighty. Throw in the chat guys where you are tuning in from. Let me know what part of the world you're in. The live stream on Instagram is going slow. Right, who we got? Good morning. Alrighty. I'm gonna get some music turned on so we can listen to some tunes. Let me know if you guys have any music suggestions. Except, unfortunately, I can't really do anything exciting because of copyright, but that's right. We'll put something nice on, nice and chill. Let me know in the chat if the music's too loud or too quiet at any point, and I will adjust accordingly. But thanks for hopping on, guys. Throw in the chat any questions you have about work ladder products. Today we're just going to be doing a bit of a show and tell stream. I'm going to show you guys the keyboard I've got here in front of me, and we also have the opportunity to win some cool products. We've got gifts for those who place orders on stream. Hello social media by Hassan over on Instagram. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for the hello. And yeah, so we're just going to be running through some stuff. Anyone who places orders on the stream today is going to get some cool little gifts added to their orders, as well as the opportunity to win some prizes with our spin the wheel, which is a bit exciting. So I've got that one set up, ready to go for anyone who is interested in purchasing a product today. But other than that, we're just going to do a bit of a show and tell with the keyboard I've got down here, and then we're going to just answer any questions you guys have as well. So thanks for hopping on, everybody. Anyone over on Instagram, drop any questions you've got in the chat if you have any questions about the products. This is the Work Ladder XYZ workboard in front of me here, and if you have any questions about any other products, just throw them in. Let me know what you guys are up to. But yeah, don't be afraid to pop in the chat some questions if you have any questions about the Work Ladder products. Let me know, and we'll answer them as best as we can. Alrighty, so if any of you guys are new here and you haven't seen these boards before, this is the XYZ workboard from Work Ladder. So it comes in a kit that you get to put together yourself, which is a bit of fun. So it's a kind of, you get the board and it comes with the frame not set up, and so you get to put that all together, kind of like a little Lego kit, which is a bit of fun. And Meg B page, thanks for hopping on over on YouTube. And yeah, Hamid, I can see the comments. Yes, yeah, yeah. So I can see your comments. Sometimes it's a little bit behind on Instagram. Like I'm talking now, but you guys don't hear me for like 20 seconds sometimes, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, I can see your comments. Does the XYZ also come in a ZERTY configuration? So that's a good question, but with the XYZ board, these keys are all able to be pulled out and just swapped around. So actually when I got this board, I like swapped all the keys out because I got a new key set. So the keycaps can easily be swapped out, so you don't actually have to worry about, like, if you wanted to have a different layout, you can very easily just pull them out. Like I can show you on stream. I'll just unplug it so we don't wreck anything on my computer. But these keys you can see here, they just come right out. So if you did need to change the configuration, you can just swap it out yourself really easily. So they're easily hot swappable keys, which is really handy. So hopefully that helps answer your question, YLL over on Instagram. But yeah, let me know if that doesn't quite answer your question, and I'll do my best to give you some more info. Awesome. But yeah, drop any questions you guys have in the comments there. Keen to answer anything else like that. Happy to help you out. If you guys haven't seen, we do have a bunch of cool products available on the website at worklouder.cc. So I'll just pull up the website really quick. We've got a cool new product recently dropped, the desk mat, cutting mat desk mats, which are really cool. So these guys are available. No worries, YLL, that is not a problem. Thanks for the question. Work mats, these guys actually added to your order for free as a gift from us if you place an order on the stream today, over $150. So that is also important to note because they're really cool little desk mat. And yeah, if you are thinking of placing an order, if you place it on the stream today, you get a free desk mat added for any orders over $150. There is a bunch of cool products here on the website, so I'm just going to go through a couple of them. I have the XYZ workboard in front of me here, so this is how it comes out of the factory. So you can see the exploded view here. You get the board, obviously all put together, and then this frame you get to assemble yourself. And so once you've done all the assembly, then it looks like this, like the one in front of me. G'day, I'm Daniel over on Instagram. Thanks for hopping on. Thank you for jumping in and saying hi to us this morning. Throw in the chat any questions you guys have about the products that we have here, and I will do my best to answer them. So we've got this Work Louder XYZ workboard in front of me here. It's a really fun little product, so I've just been playing around with it. And we're gonna kind of give you guys some demos, and then also just answer any questions you have about the products. And anyone who wants to place an order on the stream, there's free gifts to be given for on-stream orders, as well as some prizes to be won. So we've got a bit of a spin the wheel prize set up today as well, so I'll pull that one up on here. So anyone that places an order on the stream, I'll just raise this up for you a little bit. Let's see, it's kind of, I'll leave it down a little bit. Anyone places an order on the stream gets the chance to win one of these awesome little numpads, XYZ numpads. So anyone who places an order on the stream today, you get your name added to the wheel, and we'll spin it up for a free XYZ numpad, which is that little keyboard down underneath me on the screen. And so that one there is available to win. We're going to add names. We've got Blake already on here from the other day, and Blake is obviously in the running, as well as you add more names, more spins for the people that were originally on there. So that is worth noting. Anyone who's interested in placing an order sometime soon, great to do it on the stream. But other than that, we're going to run through a little bit more of the products. Just DKSH, hello, thanks for hopping on, thanks for saying hi. Let me know, guys, in the comments any questions that you have about the products, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. But yeah, we're going to run through a little bit of a demo just of this keyboard I have in front of me here. We'll probably just go through like how we can customize the key sets and the layout and things. How long will it take you to get used to the XYZ board? It hasn't taken me too long. I still sometimes have to catch myself just being like, oh, I have to go just straight down with this, especially with my ring finger. I find when you're typing, because it's, so for anyone who's not aware, these boards are ortholinear, which means the keys are stacked directly on top of each other, compared to other keyboards that often be slightly shifted across. And I just find mostly it's the ring finger, that way you are dropping directly underneath you, it feels the most unintuitive, and after you kind of get used to it after a couple times, it's fine. MTND 26, hello, welcome to the stream, thanks for jumping on. So I'm Daniel. I reckon if I was to say how long it takes to get used to it, if you were writing text, if you're typing email or something like that, in terms of getting used to the board, it would probably take 2 days, in terms of not even that much use. If you did 30 minutes in 2 days, and then I think after that you'd be pretty comfortable with it. At least that's what I've found. So like I'm still not perfect. I'd probably say, especially sometimes because if I'm on my laptop and I don't have a keyboard, then I swap back to the staggered layout. So then I'm back onto the off-linear. Sometimes it just takes me a minute to get used to it, but it's not too bad. Like it's pretty fine most of the time, I would say. Yeah, so it's pretty fun. You guys can leave a little listen how it types. It's a nice little board. I don't know. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear the keyboard well enough, and if the music's too loud or anything like that, just let me know as well. That would be great. But yeah, so that just gives you guys a bit of a understanding of what it sounds like. But yeah, so I'd probably say it's that's a little type tests, little listen. I'm Daniel. I struggle with the shift keys and using the numbers. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the using the numbers takes a little bit more getting used to, I'd say, and I haven't found the shift key too hard. I probably find that's in a pretty similar spot to where I'd feel like it's on another keyboard for me. And then using the numbers is a little tricky. I just find I just kind of will often just be quite intentional about I've just got to click the number button and press any of the numbers and then go back to typing. So I haven't found it too hard, but yeah. If you Daniel, I reckon I would recommend just hopping on a type test and practicing on a type test a little bit just to get in the flow of it, and that's probably a good way to help you just get comfy with the keyboard. And it's a bit of fun because it's kind of like a game then as well. You kind of get to gamify it. Thanks for hopping on, guys. So just a reminder, anyone who's hopping on, we're just doing a little bit of a stream with Work Ladder today. So we're just looking over some of their products. So in front of me here, I've got the XYZ workboard. So it's this board just down below in front of me. So this XYZ workboard is available on the website at the moment to order. So just here, XYZ workboard, so $89 for one of these, and it comes in a kit that you get to put together yourself, which is really fun. And the boards are customizable so that you can map keys to do certain actions. So if you want the board for a particular workflow, if you work on editing or anything like that, then you get to kind of set it up to match whatever you need. Can be really helpful when you're wanting to save time with shortcuts and things like that. You can just map them directly to keys, which is really nice. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. We have, I feel like I had a different name for that previously. I don't know why it went back. Maybe I've used the wrong wheel. No, it's just reloaded. But this is the XYZ giveaway. XYZ numpad. Oh no, what's happened? XYZ numpad giveaway. So we're giving away an XYZ numpad to someone who places an order on the stream. How to buy in Russia, Pavel. If you go ahead and hop on the website, then we actually do ship worldwide. So you can order straight from this website along with everybody else. So you can order through the website just here. Any of our products are available under the keyboards. We also have some accessories, some cool products like the Work Ladder desk mat, the cutting mat desk mat we've just released, which is really cool. So these guys are available as well for $59. But yeah, so if you hop onto the website, Pavel, then you can purchase, and we ship to Russia, so worldwide shipping for all of our products. Yeah, $89 for this one here. And again, if you order on stream today, there's a chance to win one of these XYZ numpads. And any orders also get free gifts added if you just let me know your order number in the chat. I'll just go ahead and make sure we add some free gifts to your orders. And other than that, that's kind of everything with the giveaways and stuff. Just some little gifts that we like to give you guys for being engaged and jumping on and chatting with us. So yeah. So I might pull up the keyboard in front of me again, and we're just going to run through a couple little things. So the way these keyboards work is you can map the keys to whatever shortcuts and things you want to use. So for me, I use Premiere Pro for editing video sometimes. So if I pull that up, I can actually, I'll pull it up on the top viewport so you guys can see my Premiere Pro editing, and so obviously a lot of the time you can use like a mouse or whatever on Premiere for editing, but sometimes it can be a bit clunky to be moving around with your mouse here, and sometimes like the movement doesn't stay exactly aligned like here. It basically just, I find it personally can be a little bit clunky, so I've set up on my board so I can actually use this knob here, the yellow knob, to move around, so I can scroll along the timeline just like so, with that knob, and then I can also use the same knob, so I can just swap to a different layer of the keyboard, and I can zoom in and out as well. So, sorry, let me just click back on here. So we just zoom in and out with this knob here, so you can see. It might be easier if I scroll across. So if you guys can see over the bottom there, we're scrolling around, and then we can zoom in and we can zoom out. I'm just gonna go grab some of this footage here. I'm just gonna copy it and put it kind of in the middle. Nice. This way you guys can just see as I'm scrolling, you can see it a bit more easily what I'm doing. So yeah, so that's a little bit of a setup that I've got going on here, so we can kind of move around the timeline and things without having to use the mouse if I'm not wanting to do that, which is really cool. You can do lots of different products, lots of different shortcuts and things like that with the boards. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you have any questions or any products you're interested in at the moment. Just throw them in the chat and I'll do my best to answer any questions. So at the moment, let me just pull up the website. So we've got the XYZ workboard, which is the one I have in front of me today. So $89 for one of those ones. But if you have any questions about how the products work and things, that's kind of what we're here for today, to answer those questions. There's the Framer Creator Micro. So these, we actually have two Creator Micros. We've got the Micro 2 and the Framer Creator Micro, and it's a different colorway of the same little creator board. So these guys are really good for editing flows as well. So if you're setting up to do any kind of editing, or you're working in your computer quite regularly, oftentimes it can be really nice to have that little macro pad that you can set up all your shortcuts and things on directly. What else do we have? The Nomad E2. So this is really nice, big keyboard. These guys are super cool premium products. If you do have any questions about them, let me know in the chat. And we also have a bunch of info on the website here as well, so you can have a look through this if you do have any questions as well. But I'm more than happy to answer. There's lots of info on here in terms of what the products, how it's set up, and then especially if you come down to this facts section, this is where some of the more nitty-gritty details are in terms of keycaps and the keyboard details, and things like the switches as well. So this stuff's all super helpful if you are interested in some of the more like nitty-gritty details. Throw in the chat, guys, any questions you have about the products though, so that we can do our best to help you out with any answers. And just a reminder, if you've placed an order recently, go ahead and throw your order number in the chat for me. Just drop it in there and I'll make sure we add some free gifts to your orders. So if you have placed an order recently with Work Louder, just let me know and we will add some free gifts. That is all there is to say for now about that. Let me know in the chat if there's anything in particular you want me to do, if you want me to do a type test, or if you want me to do give you guys some info on a particular product, just let me know. Don't be afraid to pop it in there, just throw it in the chat, any questions. But we might pop up a little type test actually for you guys if you are interested. Let me know what you'd like to see. And if the music's too loud or anything like that, just let me know as well. Just throw that in the chat. So let's have a look. Let's get a type test set up for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys the keyboard on the screen so you can see me typing. And then we will begin the type test. Let me just... Alrighty. Yes, it is. Let's go. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the top viewport so that you guys can see the type test as I go. And then you guys can see me typing as well. I'm not always the best typer, so I will start with that preface, so you guys don't expect too much of me. But let's see. But yeah, again, let me know in the chat, guys, any questions you have about the products whilst I'm doing this. 45 words per minute. That's pretty average. I do think I can do better than that by quite a bit, but it's a start. It's a start. I think 45 words per minute is sufficient to be able to get by day to day. But I will get better. How many errors did we get? We didn't actually have many errors in this one. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Only a couple errors. 113 characters. That's big numbers. But yeah, that's a little type test. Hopefully that helps you guys to hear the product. If you do have any trouble hearing the product, let me know, because it is nice to be able to just have a listen to how it sounds. I forgot to check that the audio was all set up today, but I'm glad that it's working. I think it's working at least. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you can hear me well enough. But yeah, if there's any issues at all, just let me know. Because I feel like, yeah, it's all set up. I might just turn the music down a little. Might be a little bit too loud. Alrighty. Again, just throw in the chat if you do have any questions about the product or anything in particular you'd like me to demo, and we'll do our best to run you through it. What have we got? So we've got a few people over on Instagram. If you are on Instagram at the moment and you have some questions, just go ahead and throw them in the chat. If you are interested in a board, or if you placed an order for a board recently, just let me know your order number. And there is some free gifts to be given out for those who add their order numbers to the chat. Let's see, how far behind is YouTube? It's not too bad. Alrighty, so if you guys do have any questions about the boards, again, just a reminder, pop it in. My name's Joe. We're streaming from Australia at the moment, down in Tasmania. If you guys are tuning in from anywhere in the world, just throw in the chat where you're from, what you guys get up to, and what you guys use products like these keyboards for. And I'm happy to chat through what these products are best used for, how you can set them up to kind of best just make the most of optimizing your workflows, things like that. So I'm gonna pop up here, share my screen for a minute, just to show you guys some of the other products we have on the website. Throw in the chat again any questions you guys have. If you've just joined us, we're doing a Work Louder stream today. We're just looking at some of these products that Work Louder has available. And so we've got this keyboard down here in front of me. This is the XYZ workboard. So it's a super cool little board. And basically we're going to be just chatting through like how the board is set up and what other products are available, any questions you guys have about the products, etc. So you can just have a little listen of the product here in terms of how the keys sound. Really nice little board in terms of the sound. It's really nice to have that clicky feel, but it's not too like hectic or anything like that. So I quite like the just simplicity of the board in terms of yeah, how it sounds. I really like. But we'll pull up on the website. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. So at the moment we have these are our products available on the site. So we've got the Creator Micro 2, Framer Creator Micro. So these guys are just two little macro pad boards, which is super cool for adding to a keyboard setup where you need to have some kind of a workflow setup. And then we've got down here a bunch of other products. So things like the Knob one is really nice premium product that we have on our flagship boards. So you can see like a lot of attention to detail going into the design with them. But obviously I know there's like also a lot of other questions that you guys might have about the actual features of the board, things like that. So in terms of some of the benefits of these products is they are set up to be really customizable to whatever workflow you have, as well as obviously just being it's not just customizable, but like the ease of integration is really important. So when you can have a board that's set up so that when you open up Premiere Pro, the shortcuts for Premiere Pro are auto-loaded, and then you open up Adobe Lightroom or something like that, and the Adobe Lightroom shortcuts are then going to be used instead. So it's a much easier way to work than like having to manually do any of that. So definitely a lot of cool ability to customize those keys and how they map. So I might actually run you guys through how we can do the like setup of the board, things like that. But yeah, if you do have any questions about the process as I run through it, just let me know. So the board I have in front of me here is using VIA. Most of the boards actually have the new boards, so they use a different app called Input, which is a slightly better product in terms of being able to customize your setup and things like that a little bit more easily without using as much kind of like code or anything. You can just type into it. So I just go in here and I authorize device, workboard, and just connect it up, and then it just loads my board onto VIA, and I can start to set up how I want it to be laid out. So you can see at the top here we've got all the different layers, so layer 0, 1, 2, 3, and if I just swap back to my screen here, we've got layer 0 is just how it starts, and then if I hit one of these buttons here, you can see these little lights. So this button here puts it to layer 1, this button puts it to layer 2, and this layer 3, so you can see those different lights also just tell you which layer you're moving to, which is nice and handy, especially when you're starting out with the board and you don't necessarily know which layer is which. So that is how we use them. Do you have magnetic keyboard? We don't have, depending on what you mean by a magnetic keyboard, I don't think we do. We have like parts of the keyboard that are magnetized to it, in terms of like some of the boards have a magnetized strip along the bottom here that you can take off or remove depending on if you want to have the board raised up or leveled. But let me just, if you have a bit more specifics on a type of board, is it maybe magnetic switches or something like that? Then let me know if that's what you're asking. So if you want to look at any of the info on like the switches and things about that our boards have, let me just get up the website for you real quick. Yeah, magnetic switches. So that's what I thought. So in terms of what switches we have on the boards, some of the boards have obviously different switches depending on which one you get, and the info is down here in the little facts section on switches. So I don't believe we have magnetic ones on these, but I would have to double check for you. So yeah, basically these guys have the info here in terms of what stem they use, and then in terms of what the switches are, they're on there. And we also have on here some different switches available. You can also order like silent versus clicky switches, and there's some information on these guys in terms of how they work. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Suni. Let me know if you have any further questions about that, or if that's answered your question probably as well. So any of the info on the switches for these boards will be just on the website. as well. Most of the boards I think come with MX switches, which makes them nice and compatible to different keycaps and stuff, which is handy for hot swapping them, that kind of thing, as well. So yeah, the board I have in front of me here, this XYZ workboard, these guys are super easy just to swap in and out. So you can just pull the keycaps off, and just like that, nice and easy, and go ahead and swap a different one on there, just like that. Pop it on, good to go, and you can swap it out again. So be careful when I'm putting them in and out so I don't click a bunch of keys on the keyboard whilst I'm streaming. But yeah, let me know guys if you have any other questions at all about the boards, and we'll happily help you out with those ones. So yeah, this is the XYZ workboard I've got in front of me here. You can see it's a fun little setup. So you get to put these guys together a little bit yourself when you buy them, which is a bit of fun as well. And I enjoy that especially, just in terms of being able to have a little bit of a connection to the product that you've put together is fun. But yeah, so XYZ workboard, if you do have any questions about the boards, throw them in the chat. I'd love to help you out with any answers. Let me see, I think there's let me just, yeah, if you have any questions at all, throw them in the chat for me. Alrighty, so oh, we've got another question here from do we have magnetic keyboard in mind in the future, Tsuni? I believe definitely the team is always looking to improve our products and to think through how we can do more interesting products for people. So we definitely, I would say it's probably an option coming up. We're always open to different tech and stuff. If we think it's going to be good for our customers and the customers are keen for it, then yeah. So yeah, Faisal, we do deliver to the Middle East, so we ship worldwide. Worldwide shipping is available for the products. So let me know if there's anything in particular you are interested in, and I will happily help you out with answering questions, etc. So just throw in the chat if there's a particular product you're interested in, anything like that. But we do ship worldwide, so including the Middle East. So thanks for the question, Faisal, over on Instagram. Let me know if that's helpful for you, and anyone else that has similar questions, anything like that, throw them in the chat and I'll happily help you out. If the music's too loud or anything, guys, just let me know as well so I can turn it down. But thanks for tuning in, and we're just doing a little stream for anyone who's just hopped on with Work Louder with these keyboards that we've got here. And so there's XYZ workboard is the one I have in front of me. It's available on the website for $89 just here. And so if you have any questions about them, if you're interested in a product, we do have some gifts to give away to people who order on the stream. And anyone who has ordered recently, just throw your order number in the chat and let me know what your product was, and we will go ahead and add some free gifts to your order as well. So let me know, throw any info in there for me, that would be great. But yeah, any questions, just throw them in the chat for me, and we'll happily help you out. Let's see what's next. Make sure you get that coffee in. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and yeah, as I said, any questions, just throw them in the chat. We were actually in the middle of setting up Via a minute ago, so we can show you guys customizing some of the keys. I might pull that up again so you guys can see. Newer boards come with a different product called Input, which is a little bit easier for setting up devices, a little bit better. But for now, this is what I have on this older Work Louder XYZ board. So you can see here, as I was saying, we've got different layers. So we can swap to different layers depending on what we want to do in terms of at the moment, because obviously it's a small board and compact board, we want to have a layer where we can have regular typing, and then if you swap two different layers here, we've got like numbers, for instance, on this layer, on layer 2. So if I want to type numbers, I can just go ahead and press layer 2 on the keyboard, and then hold that down and press the numbers as well. So that is kind of how that one is set up. And yeah, so we've got a bunch of different options in terms of how we want to set up the keys. They obviously are all set up on here. So if I like turn my volume up and down, that's this dial here. I've got that set up so that, like, just on layer 0, it just does my volume, which I shouldn't play around with too much because that's got the music. But if I click on it here, though, you can see on layer 2 it's set up to do something different. Also, actually, on layer 2 it doesn't have anything at the moment. So we've got page up, page down on layer 1. So I can use that even on, like, have we got? Let's go to like the work ladder page. So layer 1, it means I can actually scroll on my page like this. So that can be handy, especially if let's say you're on a Word document or something like that. I don't know if I have any good Word documents to pull up for you. If I'm on a Word document, I'm typing and I want to actually scroll around the page rather than hopping over to my mouse and then moving that and then coming back to the keyboard. I can just scroll with the knob on my board. It's a little bit tricky to show you guys without messing up all the different viewports. But yeah, basically what I'm doing to do that scrolling is I'm holding down this key and I'm scrolling with the button just here, if that makes sense, with the knob. So that's how I'm setting that one up. Let me see what's a good way. Maybe if I go, I have a plan, don't worry. So if you are tuning in and you're trying to understand what I'm doing, which I'm sure like you guys probably get it already, but it is nice to be able to have a bit of a better viewport. So if I'm just gonna disappear up the top, show you guys my screen, and then you guys can see down here what I'm doing to move around. So because I've got this set up to a page up, page down shortcut, that means on the screen here I can scroll the screen using my dial, which is really handy. And so I've set that up as well, so that like if I'm on Premiere, the reason I set that page up, page down partly is for that scrolling ability, but then partly on something like this, that same page up, page down actually scrolls along the timeline for me, which is super handy if I'm wanting to not be stuck on my mouse all the time, or you want that more precise movement where you know, like one click, because this dial is just got clicks on it, so it's quite a nice tactile dial, and so I can easily just scroll through the timeline one click at a time, and I don't have to worry about messing around too much with over scrolling or whatever else it is. And same here with I can zoom in and out as well, the timeline, nice and easily, which is I also find super helpful. So same thing, I'm just moving the dial whilst holding down the little layer button, and yeah, so that's same thing. That's what's allowing me to scroll up and down the page here with the dial as well. So hopefully that answers some questions for you guys. Throw in the chat if you do have any other questions about the products or anything like that. If you want to know what some of the benefits are of them, if you have any questions about where we ship, worldwide shipping for anyone that's interested, and if you do drop order numbers in the chat for a product you've purchased recently, we will add a free gift to your order as well. So just let me know what you guys have ordered and throw your order number in the chat for some free gifts. Incredible, I know. But actually some of the gifts that are to be given, I'll pull up on the website. So any orders over 150 at the moment will get a free desk mat added to their order, which is super cool. These desk mats are like the cutting mat style, which is all the rage at the moment. But yeah, cool little desk mat. They're also available just to order if you would like a desk mat for yourself. You don't have to spend $150. You can just get a desk mat. Super cool product as well. But if you do have any questions, guys, we have free gifts for people who place orders on the stream. And anyone who's placed an order recently, just let me know your order number and we'll add some free gifts to your order as well. We also have, just here, I'll pull it up for you, a spin and win, which I was meant to rename already. Not sure why it's not letting me rename it. Maybe the Wheel of Fortune is like, whoa. I'm not sure why I won't let me rename it. But anyway, this is a spin and win for this here XYZ numpad. So anyone who places an order on the stream goes into the draw to, or puts their name on the spinning wheel, and we spin it up. See if you can win one of these XYZ numpads here. So that one is up for grabs for anyone who places an order on the stream. And anyone who places an order over 150 gets one of those free desk maps that we mentioned before. So that is the setup for today. I'm going to go ahead and swap back to the keyboard. So this is the XYZ workboard in front of me here. So this one is available to purchase on the website at the moment. If you do have any questions about the products, anything like that, just throw them in the chat for me, and I'll do my best to help you out. I'm just renaming our wheel, which is going to be called the XYZ numpad giveaway. Now you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Alright, we're going to swap back so you guys can see what I've done. I know it's not the biggest thing in the world, but we have added text, which is important. Very important. Alright. XYZ numpad giveaway. So anyone who places an order on the stream today is getting added to the wheel. I'm going to spin it up and see who's going to win the XYZ numpad. So you get added to the wheel. If it lands on your name, you get one of these free XYZ numpads. So anyone who places an order on the stream today goes into that giveaway, which is a bit of fun. If any of you guys haven't seen our products before, we are Work Louder, and we have all of these keywords. But if anyone is interested in a particular product, just let me know. We can run you guys through what the products are, what the benefits of them are as well, that kind of thing. But yeah, throw any questions you have in the chat for me, and I'll do my best to answer them. And we're just chilling here today, having a little bit of a look at the boards, and doing some little demos as well. So we're just here to answer questions. Any questions you guys have, we are here to answer. But yeah, so we're just going to be hanging out for a few more minutes. Throw in the chat, guys, over on Instagram, any questions about the boards, and I'll do my best to help you out. If anything particular you want me to demo as well, let me know, because I can do more demos. I can do type tests, I can do demos of setting up the board in terms of setting up shortcuts. I can also do some demos in terms of how you can use it on Premiere Pro, that kind of thing, with your editing. And then again, if you guys have, sound is a bit low. Woo-oo. Let me see if I can turn it up. HJ Orton over on Instagram, thank you for the comment. Is the sound low in terms of my voice or the music that's playing? If you could just let me know if it's music or my voice that's too low. I can turn either or of those up if you would like. Just throw in the chat which one it was. And again, guys, any questions about the products, if you placed an order recently, throw your order number in the chat for me so that we can give you a free gift. Important, is that better at all, or is the volume for the music need to come up, or the volume for my voice? Just let me know in the chat what you're thinking. Yeah, just chuck it in the chat there. Any thoughts is appreciated. Alrighty. I'm tuning in from Australia, guys, so let me know whereabouts in the world you guys are tuning in from. If you are in Europe or Africa or America, let me know what time zone you're in. We're currently in the morning, 7:40 AM. Turn the volume all up on my phone and your voice is too low. Alright, thank you for the suggestion. Alright, I've turned up the volume a bit, so if that's better, let me know. I can also probably just talk a little bit louder because I've probably just been mumbling, so I appreciate the suggestion. Let me know, Horton, if that's any better. I've turned up the volume on the computer a little bit through the mic, and then I've also probably just started talking a bit louder, which will hopefully help. Let me know if that's better. Appreciate the suggestion though, it's good. But yeah, guys, throw in the chat any questions you have. If you're interested in any of the products, just let me know. And if you are interested in the giveaway, in the prizes to be won, also feel free to ask about that. But anyone who's placed an order recently, please let me know what you ordered. Let me know if you've got it already. But if you haven't, let me know your order number is, and we will give you a gift for your order as well. But yeah, throw in the chat, guys, any questions you have. Happily help you out. Appreciate Horton for the suggestion. It's a bit better. Maybe it's Instagram setting. It could be Instagram setting. I can turn it up a little bit more. I don't want to like overload you guys with too much volume. It might also be if you're in like a loud space or something. Sometimes it can be hard to hear. But hopefully other people can hear as well. Let me know in the chat, guys, if anyone else is having issues with volume, because sometimes it can be just an individual device thing as well. But it should be good, I reckon. Thank you for the suggestion though. Alrighty. Let me know, guys, if you have looked at any of the products that we've got available at the moment, anything in particular you're interested in. We've got this Work Louder XYZ board in front of me here, so you can see super nice clean board, very aesthetic. It definitely adds a nice feel to my desk. I enjoy having it here. Just makes that desk experience be a little bit more inviting. So you can see underneath we've got those LEDs as well as underneath the keycaps. I've actually got that set up to being, I think they're off at the moment, so I might go and play around with that, show you guys how I can turn the lights back on the keycaps, because it's not quite bright enough, is it? Let's go fix that. So lighting, color, underglow, backlight. I think I found the issue. They were breathing, like the lights were breathing, and that meant I couldn't see them. No good. So that's got those back up now, and so you can see those LEDs under the keycaps, or in the keycaps, as well as underneath the board. And we've got these knobs here, so we can actually swap those knobs out. When you guys order the board, you get to choose what color knob you wanna purchase. So we've got a bunch of different options that are available as well. Obviously, just depending on what your color preference is, you can get a bunch of colors, you can get one color. It's whatever you like, really. But let me know in the comments, guys, if you have any questions about the boards at all, and we'll happily help you out with them. And appreciate you guys for hopping on. If you guys do have any products you've ordered recently, just throw your order numbers in the chat for me, and we'll happily add some free gifts. And if you do have any questions about the products, if there's anything in particular you're thinking about purchasing, and you want to get some free gifts or added to the spin the wheel to win some prizes as well, then now's the time to do that. I've also just got a bunch of little keycaps here in front of me, so you can see they're really easy and simple to just swap in and out. So if you go ahead and unplug here, is it a 67%? We can just swap those key sets in and out nice and easy, just like that. So they just pop off, pop back on, which is super nice for being able to swap key sets out, and super handy for that. So I just got to fix something over here. So Horton, question about the I assume you're asking about the XYZ board. Is it a 60% keyboard? I think it is technically a little smaller than a 60% keyboard. I think I have to double check what the like amount of keys is for a 60% keyboard. I believe I have have to remember to plug that one back in. I believe a 60% is slightly larger, so it might be a 50% keyboard. Do believe it's a 50%. Yeah, so I think this one's 50%. If you're interested in a 60% keyboard or something a little larger, there's a few options on the website. I'll just pull that one up for you there. So, so this is the XYZ board that I've got in front of me, $89 for one of these. But if you are interested in a slightly larger board of some kind, we've got a couple of options. So we've got the Nomad here, a little bit bigger. And obviously it's got some of these cool features on the side as well, to be able to set up the little screen. And then you've got the knob one as well. So this one, I think that is probably the 60% keyboard, as well as the E2 obviously has that more extended layout as well. So both of those options are a little larger if you are interested in something that's a bit bigger. But if you are happy with the compact size, I think it's helpful to have that compact size a lot of the time. If you're wanting to be bringing something around with you, it's handy to have something smaller a lot of the time. But let me know if that's answered your question. Appreciate the engagement. Anyone else that has questions as well, just let me know. Throw them in the chat for me to answer. I'll do my best to help you guys out. So yeah, in answer to the question, I think it's a 50% as far as I'm aware, and a little bit smaller than 60. And that's just because it has like the keys along the top of the screen. Sorry, I'll just swap over to here. That's because like you can see the numbers are available on the top here under a different layer. So if I hit the layer here and I hit these buttons, that hits me onto the numbers. And so that's how you can get a 50% board that still is completely fine for everything you need to do. And then yeah, so hopefully, is the STL available to print the board? Yes, it is available, Enrique. So if you go to the website, I'll just pull it up for you. So we have a few options here in terms of what you can purchase. You can purchase the assembly kit, which is what I got, and that comes with the board not put together in the same view as what's here in this exploded view. So you get the board, and then you get all of these parts to put it together yourself. You can buy a pre-built kit, and that's just going to have the board already ready to go, just like that in this image. And then you can buy the PCB kit, which is the PCB is just the board with all of those parts already put together and without the frame. And then if you go down here, you can download the 3D files here. So that's the files for printing. So if you go to here, download the 3D files, that'll just take you to the Google Drive. Oh no, don't look at my Google Drive, it's got no space. But that's hopefully answer your question. So you can download the 3D files here, and you save yourself a bunch of money as well. So you can save a few dollars. So $69 for the board without the frame pre-printed, so even cheaper again. And yeah, and then also the other options comes with the frame, $89, pre-built is $114, and then the PCB kit, $69. So hopefully that's answer your question. Thanks Enrique for the question. If you are interested in placing an order on the stream today, we do have some prizes and gifts to be given. So if you buy the work ladder workboard, it's a little cheaper, obviously, but we will get you into the giveaway spin the wheel, and so this one is available here for anyone who places an order on the stream today. We're spinning up the wheel, and we're going to see who wins the XYZ numpad. So that board just below, that one is going to be available to win. So the way it works is we add your name to the list, as we have for Blake here, because Blake's ordered the other day, and then we spin up the wheel to see if you can win the numpad. And basically that's the game. If the wheel lands on your name, you get to take home the numpad, which is this cool little board here. It's not actually available for anyone to purchase at the moment, so it's a pre-release product, and yeah, you can win it if you place an order on the stream today. Hopefully, if there's any other questions, guys, just throw them in the chat. If there are any questions about the giveaway, any questions about Yeah, well, and it's a cool product. It is nice. So if you are interested in a similar product to the numpad that you can just buy straight off the website, then there's a Creator Micro here. That's a super cool macro pad product for being able to set up all those different shortcuts you need. And oh no, you're not at home now. Dave, thanks for hopping on. Welcome. Chat's popping off now. This is good. So Enrique, over on Instagram, thanks for the question. When am I streaming next? I'm not sure when the next stream is. Possibly in 2 days, but not sure. You're welcome to place an order out and about if you want to. You don't have to be at home to place an order, but obviously if you want to wait till the next stream, there'll be a few over the next few days, I imagine. How do you join Will? If you want to join to win in the giveaway, then you have to place an order whilst we're streaming today. You just go ahead to Work Louder website, and any of our products, you can buy keyboards, you can buy any of our accessories, etc. There's a work mat, super cool new product as well for people who want to set up their little desk space with a nice little cutting mat desk mat as well. So that's how you join to win the giveaway product. So giveaway product is the XYZ numpad up the top there, so any orders on the stream get added to the wheel over there on my screen, which I'm pointing to that you can't see, and you get added to the wheel, and if the wheel spins and lands on your name, you get to go home with a free XYZ numpad. And as we add more names to the wheel, you get to be spun again, so we leave your name on the wheel, so the earlier you hop on the wheel, the more spins you're going to get, which is super cool. Exotic over on Instagram, thanks for jumping on. It is very cool. Let me know if you have any questions at all about the products and Work Louder gear. And if anyone's placed an order recently, just throw your order number in the chat. Let me know what you've ordered and what your order number is, and we'll add some free gifts. What other questions we got for the micro? Does it only have one dial, or can any of the switches themselves be swapped out? Exotic Quebit, how can you get added to the wheel? You get added to the wheel by placing an order on the Work Louder website. So any of our products, if you place an order, you just let me know the order number of your order, and we will add you to the wheel. Sorry, I'm just catching up on questions. So Maddie over on TikTok, so it does have the one dial, or it has a second one here as well. You can see, so it's got this is a similar product to the dial. I'm not sure if you can swap it out to be a dial. Let me just see if I can confirm that with the as far as I can tell. So we've got yeah, I do believe so. It's got that one dial up on the left, and then this product here, this attachment is slightly different. It's not a key, obviously. I think it's like one of those little tracky, like you can push it side to side so you can move around one step at a time. So hopefully that is also somewhat anti. There you go, close up. So it's one of those little buttons you can move side to side. Thanks, Dave. That's good. The switches can't be swapped out. You can change the keys and the dial though. So what that means is we can swap out the keycaps and we can swap out the dial for a different dial, but you can't swap the keys for a dial. Thanks, Dave. And Dave, thanks for hopping on. The basket is it's been chilling. It's been chilling. It's actually empty, which is not because I've purchased yet. I'm still on the waiting game, but we are, as I've said before, when Dave hopped on the other day, we're going to be getting one of these Creator Micros, and we're also going to be getting ourselves one of these desk mats because the desk mats go crazy. And I need something for my setup. I don't mind the setup we have at the moment. I've just got a pretty plain little grey desk mat. It works. It does the trick. It looks alright. I don't mind it, but I think green desk mat will be the way to go. Yes, sweet. Hopefully that answers your question, Matty. If you have any other questions, please throw it in the chat. Oh yeah, XYZ R2. That's nice. So the XYZ R2 on the website here is what Dave is referring to over on TikTok. Let me just not do that. That's this one here. So XYZ board R2 is available at the moment for $89. So Dave has got it on the way. He's locked it in. So yeah, guys, if you're like Dave and you've placed an order recently, let me know in the chat your order number, and we'll go ahead and add a free gift to your order. So be like Dave, place an order, let us know your order number, and that's how you can win some free stuff, some gifts from us to you. And just a reminder, the giveaway is here. XYZ numpad is available to one for anyone who places an order on the stream today. So throw in the chat, guys, any questions you have, and I'll do my best to answer them. So Enrique, hopefully that was helpful in terms of answering questions about the XYZ board. And yes, if you're not at home and you can't order at the moment, fair enough, wait till the next stream. We'll be out here, and we'll happily take your order then. Will Mayonnaise, hopefully that answered your question over on Instagram about joining the giveaway. I assume that was what you're asking. And Exotic Quibbit, hopefully the same. Anyone else who has got questions about the giveaways or about the gifts that we add to orders that have been placed recently, let me know. And if you have any products that you're interested in, or any questions about the products as well, how you can use it for your workflow, if you've got a certain role that you do, as in if you're like a coder, if you're a web developer, anything like that, what you think the product will be useful for, happy to help with thinking through some of those things as well. But thanks to everyone who's hopped on so far today. And we need someone to place an order so that we can spin this wheel, because I'm keen to spin the wheel. But that aside, we actually are just here to talk about the products, really, not to yap about spinning the wheel. I think my voice is getting a little bit tired. If you guys can't hear me or anything like that, just let me know in the chat. I might be sitting a bit too far away from the microphone when I'm like back here. So let me know if I need to be closer so you can hear me better. And let me know if the music, I feel like the music might be a bit quiet. I'm just gonna, let me know if the music is too quiet. Maybe that's a better volume. Maybe that now is better. Not sure. I feel like as well, I have a little bit of trouble. Oh dear. I'm worried. Oh no. I was wondering why I was getting quiet, and it's because Instagram is down, I believe. So I'm sorry to anyone who's been wondering what I've been doing. I've been trying to figure out what's going on, and that's what's going on. Instagram, the Instagram Live has decided to unalive itself, which is not ideal. So we'll be trying to get that back up. Thank you, Dave. The volume's good. I'm glad to hear it. I wonder if we can get set up here. Nice. Thanks, Dave, for that. Alrighty, nice. Let me just turn that off there. Yo. Dang, I'm sorry guys for any questions. Oh no. So I've just realized that there is some chats. We're getting a bunch of chats in on TikTok, and I haven't been able to see them because I haven't come through my social stream chat. And so I've had a bunch of questions from some people. Emil Rig, if you're still around, I'm sorry for missing your question. Should I get the Nomad E or the second version? I like the flat design. Dude, I'm so sorry if you just had to ask that and I didn't answer you. Oh goodness. Now I just found all these comments on TikTok that I didn't get to see. Oh dear. Unless they're from another day. Yeah, I think that's unfortunate. But anyway, anyone who has questions, throw them in the chat. Sorry to anyone who was on Instagram because that just went kaput. I'm not sure if that's able to, we'll see if we can fix that as well. But any questions about the products, let me know. I'm just trying to get my head around how the TikTok. Okay, we got Maddie there. Emil Rig. Alright, I'm just trying to... Welcome Jamie Tours over on TikTok. Thanks for hopping on. Guys, let me know if there is any questions you have about the products. And let me know if I can do anything to help you. I'm just trying to also fix our stream over on Instagram to see if we can get that up and running again. Thanks Emma Rig for the question, and thanks Dave for answering. Sorry for being slow answering over on TikTok, because I unfortunately am not getting all the TikTok messages through my chat, but I'm doing my best to figure that out now. Let me just... I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So we do have the giveaway as well for anyone who's interested. Emma Rig, and thanks Dave for getting onto that one. Version 2 is what Dave recommends. Version 1 is pretty much sold out. If you like the alpha keys, you can get those separately. Alright, so I can also help with... I do have the screen here, so I'm going to just pull up those boards for you. So here's the Nomad options here. We've got the E2 and the E. So I think what Dave's referring to is that the key sets that come on the E here are available under here. What was it? Let's see. Dave was saying if you like the alpha keys, you can get those separately. So the alpha key sets here. So if you really like this particular key set, then you can order that on the website. As well, but the E2 is the way to go. Updated board, so it's got all of the benefits of kind of little tweaks that make a difference in terms of how the board experience is, and it's also obviously you've got these flat key sets versus these clickety more raised ones, and so I'm just checking the chat that I'm not missing anything. And what else have we got here? So yeah, so just kind of, this is obviously you can welcome to have a look at the website yourself. Hopefully if you're still around, Emma Rig, that is going to answer some questions for you in terms of what you should get. There's also different key sets you can get here, like the Knob Sands ones. Sam A, I know that was a while ago. The XYZ board is a 50%, so it's a little bit smaller, and is it mechanical or membrane? It is mechanical. Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question. Dave, the alpha keys are so nice. That is fair. So if you go onto the keycaps and accessories and MX alpha keys, this is what Dave is talking about. Dave has all of, if you have any questions, Dave has all the info. Obviously I'm here as well to answer questions, but Dave is just a wealth of knowledge. So yeah, these are the alpha key sets. Super slick, super nice set of keys. You can choose between the day and the night options. So white and orange, or black and orange. And it obviously comes with them in both of the colors there, so you can go full black, or if you want, you can add those orange accents in. So that's what the boards look like. So if that's, hopefully, I don't know if Emma Rig is still around. I'm sorry for missing those questions because they weren't coming through. Yeah, Dave's a collector. That's what you want to be. Collectors, they appreciate good stuff. Alright. But yeah, if Emma Rig's still around, hopefully that answers your question. You can purchase the Nomad E2. Comes with those key sets, and if you just order an extra key set through accessories or anything like that, if you're interested in those flat keys, just go ahead and order the keys to go with it, and then you get that new board, the updated, and you don't have to worry about the fact that the key sets are different. Alrighty, let's see. Throw in the chat, guys, any questions you have. Fortunately, I think, I'm not sure if Instagram's back up again. I might just see if we can message the team. Let's see what we can do. Just messaging the team, see if we can get Insta back up and running. But whilst we do that, any other questions on TikTok, just throw them in the chat for me. I'm trying to welcome Mario. Thanks for hopping over on TikTok. Thanks for jumping on. If you guys have any questions, just throw them in the chat for me and I'll happily help you out. And looks like most of our people are over on TikTok at the moment. So if you do have any questions over on TikTok, just throw them in the chat for me. Let me know what you're interested in. And same on YouTube if you're over there as well. Just throw those ones in the chat for me. And I'll try my best to answer the questions. We also got Dave hanging out with us and he has all the answers. So if I can't answer them, Dave will. But that's enough of me yapping. Just kidding, I'm gonna keep going. If you guys have placed an order recently, throw your order number in the chat for me and I'll make sure to add a free gift to your order. And if you are interested in purchasing, let me say that again, if you are interested in purchasing a product, go ahead and let me know what you're interested in and we'll do our best to chat through what the products are, what you can do with them. Flopdot, thanks for jumping on over on TikTok. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing here, I'm playing around with this keyboard that we've got from WorkLouder. XYZ workboard available at the moment on our site. And yeah, we're just running through how the product works, what we can do with it, and what else, anything else you guys have in terms of questions. We do ship worldwide, so if you're tuning in from anywhere in the world, if you're from Australia like me, or if you're from America, or from Africa, or Europe, anywhere. I do have all the dials. I've got too many options to choose from. I was kind of thinking of swapping to the clear dial because I kind of want to go like full clear. But if I feel like if I got like a full clear key set as well, that'd be kind of epic. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the different colored dials. I've just got them out here for you guys to appreciate. Oh no. I didn't realize clicking this is like a mute button. Full clear is a vibe, I agree. Especially if it's got that black back, I feel like that's nice. Dashy Flex over on YouTube, thanks for jumping on. Thanks for the comment. Let me know if you have any questions as well, because that's what we're here to do, answer questions. And hopefully we'll get the Instagram back up in a second. But yeah, we're just playing around with the board here today. We've got this XYZ workboard in front of me. If you guys are interested in any of these products, they are available on our website. Just there. So website is, we've got Creator Micros, we've got the XYZ workboard just here as well, which is the product I have in front of me. And Navid, welcome over on TikTok. Thanks for jumping on. And yeah, guys, throw in the chat any questions, anything you want to know. I'll do my best to answer. But yeah, we've got this keyboard here. I'm actually going to do another little type test because everyone's jumping on. Fueled by KWH over on Instagram. That means that Instagram is back. We're back on, baby. Let's go. Thanks for jumping on. Let's just get that one up so I can see what's going on. Thank you. Thanks, Vincent, for the hello. We've got Fit Righty. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks, guys, for hopping on. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Throw them in the chat for me, and I'll do my best to answer. But we're doing a little stream here with WorkLouder. We've got our XYZ workboard down below, and we are just running through some questions that people have. Can input have a MIDI CC mode? Music, yes, I do believe so. You can, so MIDI CC I believe is music software, and yes, you can set up so that when you open certain softwares, it's going to be set up for that particular software. I do believe that is the case, but I can double check that for you if you like, if that's let me just see if I can find some info on that for you. Thank you for the question though, guys. Let me know if you have any questions about the products at all. If you have placed an order recently, let me know in the chat what your order number is and we will add a free gift to your order. We're learning things about Instagram live streams. Alrighty, so throw in the chat any questions you guys have and we'll do our best to answer them for you. And let me just see. Oh, you're wanting to be like a MIDI controller out of your keyboard. I think is that C. Garcia Music? If you can just clarify what exactly you wanted to be doing. Is your thought, do you want to be able to use your keyboard as a music controller? I think that's probably what you're saying. Sorry, I'm not super well versed in music production. So I think what you would have to do, because I was thinking that it was like a MIDI software as a music controller. Yes, okay. I do think so. As far as I'm aware, I think you could set up. You could, if you put the work in, you could set it up. You could set a keyboard up to run like as a MIDI controller, but I think it would be a little bit more complicated. I'm just doing some research for you over here, because that's what we're doing. So throw in the chat, guys, if you have any questions or anything about the products. Thanks to everyone who's jumping in over on TikTok as well. Let me know if you have any questions as well over on there. So I'm just doing a little bit of research for you about MIDI controllers. So I think what you probably want to do is you can set up. You would have to have probably a second product that you're using. So depending on if you use Mac or Windows, etc., you could. Dave, what door are you on? Thank you, Dave, for the question. Dave has some excellent music knowledge that is going to be helpful there as well. So my understanding though is whilst we're here. So Logic is the answer. If you, we'll see what Dave has to say, because I don't want to say stuff that I don't know about. But my understanding is, what you'll do is you take the keyboard's keystrokes, and then you have to have a product that converts those into a MIDI signal. And if you're on Logic, let me just see. Anyway, hopefully that's answered some questions for you, C. Garcia Music. So I think you would have to kind of make that setup a little bit. So Dave got some more info here for us. You would need to get extra software to do that. One to convert keystrokes to MIDI, and another to send MIDI to your DAW, DAW. Cool. So I think hopefully that's answered your question, C. Garcia, is that you're going to need that extra software. It's possible if you are interested and you want to make that work, you can do it. But you need to convert keystrokes to MIDI, and then another one to send MIDI to your DAW. So hopefully that makes sense. I think that makes sense in my head, at least logically, without having heaps of knowledge on music stuff. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you do have any questions about any of the products. You want to just throw them in the chat. I agree, C. Garcia, that would be ideal if we could fix MIDI. That would be cool. Maybe that's a product to make. Maybe that's the plan. Alright, we've got Avon, Gadia, Rafa. Oh, so many people that come up on TikTok. It's amazing. Throw in the chat, guys, any questions you have about the products, and we'll do our best to help you out. So we're just hanging out here. We're chatting about this XYZ workboard in front of me. It's a good suggestion. You can use your QWERTY keyboard in piano mode and then upload samples into it. Dave has all of the info. I can't lie. Dave has. If you guys have questions, now's the time to ask them, because if I don't have the answer, Dave will. All right. enough of that. Let's pull up the website real quick and we can have a quick little look at that. So we've got the XYZ workboard. This is the one that I've got in front of me here. So $89 for one of these. For any of you guys who have thought about placing an order recently, we do have the XYZ numpad giveaway, which is up on the screen just down below. Anyone who places an order on stream today goes in the draw to win this numpad. We add your name to the wheel, we'll spin it up, and if it lands in your name, you get to go home with a numpad. So excellent deal if you ask me. But we also have some gifts for those who've placed orders recently. Throw your order number in the chat and we will add a free gift to your order. That is also important to remember. Dave, that's a good point. Velocity tracking, because a lot of MIDI controllers can tell how hard you're pressing, but with the keyboard they don't typically have that technology included. Throw in the chat, guys, any question. Fixed velocity. Appreciate all of the music knowledge that is being installed into my brain because of the amazing questions from C. Garcia Music and Dave's incredible answers. But yeah, guys, if you have any other questions about the products here today at Work Louder, just throw them in the chat for me and we will do our best to answer them. We've got a couple people over on YouTube as well. If you're over on YouTube, let me know. And throw those questions in the chat. We'll answer as best as we can. Nice. Alrighty. Alrighty. This is good. Guys, let me know in the chat if you have any other questions about the products. Throw them in the chat for me. And again, if you are interested in a free numpad, the giveaway is basically place an order, add it to the giveaway, chance to win. But that's enough about that. We've also got free gifts to add for anyone who's placed an order recently on online. Free gifts. But we're going to do a little type test now for you guys to just give a little bit. Oh, what's going on here? Oh no. Oh no. We're going to do a little type test now for you guys. I'm not the best typer, but I'll practice. I'll practice for you guys so you guys can have a little bit of a look-see. Oh, there's Premiere. That's not the right thing either. Yes, it is. There it is, Monkey Type. Thanks, Dave, for the recommendation. Monkey Type, excellent little typing tool. Basically, I just get to type. You guys get to listen and ask any questions about the products. I'll do my best to keep an eye on the chat whilst I'm typing and see if I can multitask. Oh, bunch of wrong letters there. That was, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. That was a bad start. See if we can take it home with some faster finish. I've got another little question. Fortune, thanks for joining. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for the comment. Let me know if you've got any questions about the products or anything. If you know anything about Work Louder. 40 words per minute. Not my best work. Not my best work. So we're just playing around with this keyboard here. Just giving a little bit of a type test. Man, you need to step up your type. Well, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I need to step up my typing game. Let me know, Dave, what your words per minute is. I need to get better at this ortholinear layout, to be honest, as well. I need to keep practicing. That's what we're here for. Throw in the chat, guys, any questions you have about the products whilst we're here. Happy to answer as much as we can and see what we can do. Cohen said he gets over 100. Cohen, that's crazy. Feelback AWH, thanks for the encouragement. I appreciate it. It's alright. I feel like if I start 40 words per minute, I can like only go up from there. I'm a 70 to 80 guy at best. Yeah. Well, I just did 40, so that's making me feel good. To be fair, I think I can do faster than 40, especially when I'm not trying to read questions at the same time. Is this a productivity aid? That is correct. That is the correct way to look at the product. So productivity aid is probably a good way to look at it. Basically, we have these Work Louder products. They are available on the website. I'll pull that up for you so you can have a bit of a look at some of our different products are. Sorry for the messy home screen there. So I'm currently using the XYZ workboard. This is a keyboard that you can use. You can set it up however you like. You can have different shortcuts for different workflows depending on what you do. Black Rabbit, you can participate in the giveaway by placing an order on the stream today. You just place an order on the website, you let me know your order number, and then I add that your name to the wheel. We spin it up and you guys can have a chance to win. So that's how you participate, placing an order on the website just here. And any orders over $150, just a reminder, we'll get one of these free desk mats as well added to the order. They're also available to purchase if you just want to purchase it. But in terms of questions, we had a question from Fortune, is productivity aid. So we have a bunch of different products, things like the Creator Micro 2 is a great little addition for people who want to like work on different projects using different applications, all sorts of things. MacroPads are super helpful for that. Just trying to keep up with all the comments, guys. It's going crazy in the chat. We've got Fuel Back 808H, standard keyboard layout around 65 on my XYZ 30. Nice. It's a practice, something to practice. Thanks Fortune Company, thanks for the questions, appreciate it. Hazar, thanks for jumping on. Dude, the comments are going crazy. I appreciate you guys all just chatting, hanging out with us. This is good. It is hard to get your product in Pakistan. So we ship worldwide. So Shabira, if you are with us still, so we do have worldwide shipping. And so you should be able to just basically the way you order is you just add to cart, just like so, add to cart, and then when you go check out, hopefully I don't show you guys on my address, autofill it or something, you can put in your delivery address here, so worldwide shipping, any of the countries you can ship to. Oh no, I've lost my mouse. So hopefully that helps to answer your question. Worldwide shipping available. Who else have we got? We've got so many people hanging out here. I can't keep up with all the comments. Alright, let's see. Black Rabbit, hopefully answer your question about the giveaway, how to participate already. We've got some chatting about words per minute. Does this work with audio graphics DAWs? Thanks. We actually just had a bit of a chat about that, I believe. So if you are working with Dave. Oh, Dave's always coming up with the goods. So yes is the answer. It does work with audiographic DAWs. Radeon, do you ship to other countries? I wanted to order to Kazakhstan. Yes, we do have worldwide shipping. Radeon Adamants do have worldwide shipping for these ones. Just a reminder as well, if you do place an order on the stream today, there is a giveaway to be won. So this keyboard is up for grabs, the XYZ numpad. Black Rabbit, you want to order to France? Yes, that is definitely possible. So worldwide shipping. So if you want to ship to France, that is definitely possible. And yeah, anyone who orders on the stream today, we're going to add you to that wheel down below. And if we spin up the wheel and it lands on your name, we're going to send you a free numpad. So super cool. Can customize in Develop IT. Yes. You can customize the board, so you can customize the keys to be mapped to whatever you like. So at the moment, my board, I can map using VIA. So if I just go ahead and authorize device here, workboard, that connects it up. Ooh. If I can connect it properly, I think I just need to refresh VIA actually. So if you guys see here, I've got my board in front of me, it's plugged in, and I just go to VIA, authorize device. Ooh. I think my computer's wigging out because I've got so many applications running. Fueled by KWH, I know you have one. I know you have the numpad. So a giveaway for the numpad is here as well. For anyone else who wants to, yeah, thanks Dave. I think I'm gonna have to force reload. But yeah, so anyone who has questions about any of the particular products, I'm just gonna pull up. So I have this here down below. I've got the XYZ workboard here, and we've got this one set up for. Sorry, I'm just trying to multitask at the moment. Is it wireless or wired? So this particular one is a wired product, so super helpful to just be able to plug it in and go. But if you are interested in a wireless product, we do have a bunch of different wireless products available as well. So if you go to our website, workladder.cc, there is wireless products available. Let's just pull it up. So things like the Creator Micro, they come in options. They've got Pro with the wireless mode, and then you've also got the base model with wired only. So definitely recommend the wireless ones if you are interested in that. So that is a product that we have available. What else have we got? Fortune Company, hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for the questions. Just trying to catch up on all the comments. Radeon Adamants hopefully answered that question about we can ship to Kazakhstan, and yes, Black Rabbit we can ship to France. If you guys are looking at any of the products, let me know any that you're interested in particular. We'll try and walk you through them. And then also just a reminder, if you place an order on the stream, there's some free prizes to be won, and we will give out free gifts as well to orders on stream. Any order over $150 gets a free desk mat added to your order, which is super cool. Throw those questions in the chat, guys. Keep it rolling. It's good to have so many questions to catch up on. Let's see. What do we got here? What do we got? We got Shabira. Why you choose 3D build? Why not factory make? So basically, the 3D build is an option. We have some really cool keyboards, and some people find them to be out of their price range. So the 3D option was a way to go that gives people an affordable purchase rather than something a bit more premium and expensive. So still like the same cool design product same team that's designed it, made it super nice, but a little bit more affordable. So it's that $89 price range rather than a little bit more expensive. So that's the reason we went with the 3D printed. It also gives the option for people to 3D print themselves, so you can download 3D print files and just purchase the PCB kit like this, and that's another way for you guys to be able to purchase the product and get it a little bit cheaper. So that's the idea of this XYZ board, is to give people a bit of a cheaper product. But if you go to the Creator Micro, for instance, these guys aren't 3D printed. This is made in a factory. Hopefully that's answered your question. Nice. Okay, and then Fueled by KWH has some more info there on the R2. Workboard R2 is these plastic pieces, I think, are made in the factory so these ones come a little bit more stronger rather than being a 3D printed edition. Dave, the green and black is the way to go with the desk mats. We'll pull that up for people. So what Dave's talking about here is the desk mats available on the website. So $59 for one of these, or free with any order over $150. Thanks to Jimon joining over on TikTok. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we have desk mats here. These guys are green and black. There's two options. You got green and black, or you got grey and black, and I agree with Dave. Green and black is the way to go. Fueled by KWH is, dude. Yeah, if you have a 3D printer, like life, you just unlock free stuff. Yeah. Also, what? The library has a 3D printer. That's epic. Let me know where your library is, and I'll have to pull up. That'd be epic. So many comments. Let's see what. Hopefully, Shabira, did that answer your question on why your team make a cool build? Can I use Creator Micro 2 for gaming? Yes, you can use the Creator Micro 2 for gaming. So you can set these guys up basically to map your keys to whatever action you want to have them map to. So if you have a particular game you want to set up and you want to use this keyboard for a particular, you can set it up, customize it to whatever you want to do. So Ontario. All the libraries have a makerspace, 3D printers and cutters, studios for music. That's epic. Nice. Well, I'll have to go visit Ontario if I ever go to America and I can print some stuff on the 3D printers. Super cool. All right. What else do we have? Shabira, hopefully that's answered your question. So I'll just pull up my keyboard here again. So yeah, you can map these keys. You can also map them to have different layers, etc. So if you see down here, I've got this little light that flicks on when I hit this button here, and what that means is I've swapped to layer 1 of my keyboard. So layer 0 is all of the keys you can see here, just as they're labeled. But if I swap to a different layer like this, then it will swap to a different layer of keys. And so especially like numbers on this keyboard, for instance, you've got all these numbers along the top here. And so if I swap to layer 2, I believe it is, then I swapped using numbers on the top here. So hopefully that makes sense in terms of how you can set up the keys to be doing different functions. To customize these ones, so it depends on the product you buy, but not really. If you go to our website, I'll just pull it up for you here. We use a product called Input, so you can go to the website and there's an option here, download Input, and you download just here, depending on what computer you use. And then once you have Input, it's a no-code keyboard configurator, so that means that you can set it up. You don't have to know how to code or anything like that. You can just use natural language to pop in what you want to do with each of the keys. And so yes, there's an app to customize it. It's really straightforward and very intuitive, which is super cool. So you can just use that one, Input, to set up the keyboards. I have a slightly older keyboard with me here. This one is the Work Ladder workboard, but it's the first version rather than the new one that's available now, which is the R2, which uses Input. But on the old one we use something called VIA, and so it's a little different, but basically the same thing. Just the new Input is a better product to use and more intuitive for people. So yeah, that's how you set it up. So you can customize these keys to do whatever you want, and then on the different layers they do whatever you want. That is how that works. I'm just gonna see. I'll see if I can pull up I'll see if I can pull up my version VIA for you guys. See if you can. Let me see. Open VIA. But if I can't do that, then I'll do something else for you guys. Pull up the YouTube video with great idea, Dave. Dave always coming out with the let me see. Alright, so I'm just pulling up a YouTube video that Dave has recommended that we put up. So if you guys go to YouTube and you search for the same thing that I've just searched, which is Input at Work Ladder, so you can go to our Work Ladder YouTube page, and just here we have a little bit of a tutorial on setting up the keyboards here. So if you guys go to Input, this is what it's going to look like. So this is Mike, one of the founders at Work Ladder, and you can see here you've got basic stuff, you've got actions, you've got multi setups, and you can set up your board to map whatever you like to it. So you can see here, I'm just going to click through so I don't have to mess around with giving you guys the audio. It's under support as well. Is there a video under here? Anyway, I think I've got the video here that he's talking about. So if you guys go and give that a watch as well, that helps you get a bit of an idea of how you can set up a board for different use cases. So that's super helpful if you want to understand just pretty simply. So like here you can have a different software you can add in to have different key shortcuts mapped to different softwares, that kind of thing. Shabir, I have used knob 1, which was given me from my cousin in UK. I want Creator Maker to have touch volume screen. Oh, you want the touch volume. You want to... I assume what you're saying is you have the knob 1, which has this nice little touch screen here, and you want that on the Creator Maker 2. Do you still have the knob 1? Like if you have the knob 1, you can use them side by side. But if you don't have the knob 1, then you can still use like the knob here for volume is pretty cool. But I understand. Let's go. The knob 1 is fire. It is an epic keyboard. So I'm not sure if you still have it with you or if it was just your cousin's and you're borrowing it or something like that. But basically, knob 1 is super cool. Thanks for your KWH for jumping on. We're going to have a great rest of the stream. We've got another little bit to go, a few more minutes before we finish up. And what else have we got? Pull up the YouTube video. Alright. Hopefully that answers some questions. Shabir, Hopefully that's answered your question in terms of what we can do with the Creator Micro 2s. That's a good question. Alright. So, yeah, throw in the chat, guys, any other questions you have about the products. Shabira, if that Creator Micro 2 is tempting you, just not to forget that we have a giveaway as well. So if you pop an order on the stream today, we do have, oh no, I think we're lagging a little bit. If you place an order on the stream today, we do have a giveaway as well. So we've got XYZ numpad available to win. This guy here is available to win. I broke my knob one. Oh no, that's unfortunate. It's a shame. Fair enough. Not fun at all. Yeah, if you are interested in purchasing product today at all, we do have this numpad giveaway. So anyone who places an order on the stream, which I'm keen for because I want to spin this wheel and I want the excitement, we will be placing names on the wheel down below, and anyone who places an order gets their name placed on the wheel. We spin it up each time someone places an order, and so their names get added. The more names on there, the more likely someone's going to win it, and the earlier you get on it, the more spins you're going to be on, if that makes sense. So hopefully that is helpful, guys. Any other questions, throw them in the chat in terms of questions about the products. We do have this numpad giveaway happening. To join the giveaway, just go ahead and place an order. That's all you've got to do. My phone's buzzing. Gotta get all the notifications. Alright, I think my computer's struggling with all the stuff we've got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and close down Premiere because it's taking up too much energies. Alright, so website here. This is where all of our products are. If you are interested in any of the products, go ahead and check out the website. We've got a bunch of different products. The XYZ Workboard R2 is what I have in front of me here. That's this little board here. So a lovely little keyboard. If you do have any questions about it, just throw them in the chat and I'll happily try and help you out. That's what we're here for. And any other questions, just let me know. So let's see if we can set up. So. And then just if anyone's curious about how kind of keyboard customization works in terms of mapping keys, this is a different customizing tool than what comes with the current products. Current products come with input, which is slightly better than this. You are in home or company. I'm at my workplace at the moment. So currently work here in my workshop. And I'm just doing a bit of streaming before I get started on stuff in my workshop over there behind me. So yes, I'm at my workplace at the moment. Shabira, so I can't remember who was asking some questions a little while ago about. It was quite some time ago. Someone was asking about the customization of keyboards. I think it was you, Shabira, in terms of setting up different keys for different settings, different basically keys for different mapping for different shortcuts or different solutions. Also, we had someone asking about gaming. I'm trying to remember who that was. I think it was a little while ago, and setting up mapping keys for different games. So this is an older system here. This is VIA, and we can use this to set up keys. So you can see here we've got different layers on my board. So layer 0 is just the layer where I'm not touching anything on the board. This is layer 0 right now. And then if I go ahead and, I'll show you here before I swap back over there. So if I go ahead and click any of these buttons here, these little dot buttons, those guys change the layer. So I'll just go a little bit closer for you to see. So if I click, actually I'll just go this one. So if I click here, that takes me to layer 2. You can see here the light tells me that it's going to layer 2. And the way that works on my screen here is I can set up layer 2. I can go here, layer 2, and this is the layer 2 setup. So I can customize any of these keys. So here, these all, and this key here, I can set it up to do whatever I want. So currently, so that's the key down the bottom here. Sorry, actually I can't. So if I want to set up like the number 1 to be something different than 1, I can set that up. by changing what it maps to, basically. So if I was to go over here, oh, that was not what I wanted to do. I just got rid of all the numbers. But if I want to go here to this knob here, and I want to customize this to do something different, I can put a bunch of different options in here. There's even some suggestions here. So if I want to go like screen brightness, I want to do screen brightness minus here, and then I want to go here, and I want to go screen brightness again. I want to go up. So that's set up in layer 2 for my screen brightness to go up and down. So if I was to show you that now, you guys won't be able to see, unfortunately, but I can now go ahead and move my screen brightness up and down whilst I hold that button, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Thanks Aito over on TikTok. Thanks for the rose, I appreciate it. I use number 1 but no customized board because I mess up or I can understand instructions. Shabira, hopefully let me know if there's anything I can do to help you understand the instructions for setting up the boards, because if there is anything I can do to help you in terms of understanding how the board's set up, then that would be awesome. So in terms of most boards are going to be set up through input, which is on the website. You can just go ahead and hop on the website here, and that one's going to have info under the support tab on how to set up your boards. So you can download input here, and you can also understand here under the knob 1 setup. There's a bunch of info here as well. But if you do need more help with that, just let me know and we can see what we can do to help you out with it. So what is layer 0, 1, 2, 3? Or is it different button or keyboard? Hopefully Shabira, I don't know if I answered that by going through that demo just before, but in terms of what the layers are, so on my board, the layers are when I click, the layers are switched when I hold down these buttons. So this takes me to layer 1. You can see the first lights up here. So that takes me to layer 1, and so if you were to swap to my screen here, that takes me to this layer of the board. So if I hit that button, it takes me here rather than being on layer 0, which has all of your regular like typing keys and your letters. When you swap to layer 1, you can do exclamation excuse me, you can do exclamation mark or @ symbol, whatever, whilst you hold that button down, if that makes sense. It's different from user now. Hopefully that's making sense, Shabira. If there's any more questions, let me know. If I didn't explain that, let me know. That kind of thing. Is it different from user now? Hopefully that's helped answer some of those curiosities. What else have we got? Let me just check the TikTok comments, make sure I'm not missing anything over there. Welcome guys, anyone who's hopped on recently, anyone who wants to place an order, let me know your order number and we can spin up some prizes for you to win. So we currently have the XYZ numpad giveaway running, and we also have free gifts for anyone who's placed an order recently. So if you placed an order recently, drop that order number in the chat for me and I'll happily hook you up with some free gifts. But yeah, let me know guys, throw in the chat any questions you have as well. You will search on ChatGPT. Shabira, yes. So the one I'm using right now, I think, sorry, to clarify your question, the one I'm using to customize my keyboard, which is called VIA, is an older system. I just have an older keyboard in front of me here. So if you're getting one of the new boards, it comes with input, and that's the new system for customizing those keyboards and the custom layouts, custom key mapping. Hopefully that's helped answer some questions for you. Let me know guys if you do have any other questions, anything in particular you're interested in. If you wanted to jump on the giveaway, placing an order on the stream, and let me know your order number is the way to do that. And then if you do have any products you've purchased recently, let me know your order numbers and we'll give some free gifts to you guys. And just a reminder as well, if anyone places an order over 150 bucks, then you can go ahead and get a free, let me just get it up, Workman. Flix Photographies, bruh, welcome. Thanks for hopping on. Let me know if you have any questions about anything at all, and I'll happily help you out. But thanks for jumping on. Appreciate the energy. I'm loving it. Let me know if you have any questions about products. If you guys have any questions about the giveaway, or any questions about how we can add free gifts to your orders, just go ahead and throw that in the chat. Let me know, and I'll do my best to answer the questions. Especially any questions about how I can give away this numpad. Because low-key, I want to spin up that wheel, see what happens. If the music's not loud enough, guys, as well, just let me know. I'm not sure if it's. I feel like it's good volume at the moment, but let me know if the music's quiet or not loud enough, or too loud, and just throw that in the chat as well. Thanks, guys, for hopping on. Flix Photographies. Let me know if you have any questions about the products, guys. We do ship worldwide as well, so anyone who's tuning in from anywhere in the world, we do have. Am I a content creator or designer? Should be I'm a mixed talent bag. How do you work going? My work's going well, thank you, Flix Photography. So my work is going very well. We're just hanging out here. We're chatting about the Work Ladder products. I've got the Work Ladder XYZ workboard in front of me here. We're just chatting with people about how they work, what we can do with them, how we set up the products, how we use them, etc. Klosori, hello, welcome. Thanks for hopping on. Whoop, what's up? Hope you're doing well. We're just chatting about this XYZ workboard down below here. Shabira, I'm a mix. That's right. I actually run a business here in Australia, and we do. If you guys guess what we do, and I'll give you a prize. I'll give you a prize of some kind. I'll give you a big thumbs up, or something like that. Yeah. So I run a business as well as doing this streaming for Work Louder, and I have been also studying at uni, so I do all sorts of things. By the way, you can call me Eddie, Edward. All right. I don't know, Eddie or Edward. There's feel like very different genres. I feel like I'm gonna go with Eddie. Any opinion on tech for this year? Ooh, good question. There's been a lot of hype around AI, tech, and what's gonna happen in terms of AI tech, and I do think we're a little way off getting something that's gonna be replacing phones, etc. Keyboard development, keyboard tech. It's a good question. Wait, is this the 3D printing one? I've been anticipating that. Yes, Wifflecat 9. This is the 3D printed board. So this one is currently available to purchase on the website, and it's just a bit more affordable option for people who want to purchase a board from Work Louder. Any new products coming soon? Headphone or earbuds? I don't believe we'll be doing headphones or earbuds, but I could be wrong. So keep an eye out for any new products if you follow us. Follow us on the Instagram, and we'll be able to let you know what we're coming out with. Keycaps, dude. Klosori, you've got so many questions. Cool, Wifflecat. Anyone who places an order on the stream today does get dropped into this giveaway down below for the XYZ numpad. We'll add your name to the wheel, and we'll spin it up after every order. So the earlier you get on the wheel, the more spins you'll get. But in terms of what products we have available at the moment, so the XYZ workboard is the one I have in front of me here. That one is available to purchase $89 on the website, and we do ship worldwide as well. Shabira watches. So the trick with Work Louder is we're pretty focused in on the keyboards in terms of doing a really good job of that. So if we were to diversify into too many different products too quickly, you kind of lose the essence of what the company is all about. So typically I'd say we're gonna stick to keyboard type products for the time being. The next generation of headset has a built-in mic. Honestly, that can go a long way for music recording. Damn, going full hand with the ideas. Klosori, appreciate it. Has built-in mic for music recording, dude. That's a full-on plan you've got. That's good. Let me know how it goes. I'm keen to hear. Dude, putting ideas in the air is the way every good idea starts. It's got to start somewhere. Let me know as well, guys, if you have any questions about the Work Louder products and anything else in particular interesting. If anyone's placed an order recently, throw your order number in the chat, and we'll happily help you out with some free gifts. Band Lab kids will go crazy. They will. They will. Can you AI integration in website or keyboard? Let me know what exactly you're looking to integrate into the website or keyboard. Can you AI integration in website or keyboard? If you're... let me know. So, sorry, how long have we been in business? If you're asking about Work Louder, how long has Work Louder been in business? That is a good question. I have to double check. It's been quite a few years now, I think. I think it's been at least 3 years, but 4 to 5 years. Work Louder has been in business for 4 to 5 years, so they started back in 2020, 2021, so close to COVID times. So I missed the Mini XYZ board you just held up. And then, yeah, so the Mini XYZ board, I'll just pull that up again for you. That's currently an unreleased product, but it is available to win if you guys place an order on the stream today at all. So this product here, I assume that's what you're talking about. If you guys place an order on the stream for anything on the website, you just got to let me know your order number, and they'll add you to the wheel, and then you guys can win one of these keyboards. So basically, we just add your name, and then we spin it up. And if it lands in your name, get a free keyboard. Pretty epic. But eye candy artisan is for. Questions are going crazy. What else we got? Eye candy artisan. Let me just pull that up. Sorry, I was having to search up how long Work Louder's been around. We want to join the giveaway, but I don't have any online payment method yet because I haven't made earnings. Oh no, Flex Photographies. That's a shame. If you haven't made any earnings, well, let us know when you do, and place an order, and we'll get you that giveaway goodness. We'll pop you on the wheel. You can spin to win. Alright, you were asking about the eye candy artisan. I think that's here. So these guys are like, I think there's these are like a little what do you call, like aesthetic little. So if you look on the website here, you put the key onto, like, it's a keycap basically. You put the keycap onto the board, and then you can swap out these magnetic tops on them, if that makes sense. So you've got a bunch of different options in terms of the ones you get, but you get this keycap, and that goes on top of your keyboard on the switch, and then you can swap out these eye candy. It's an aesthetic addition you can add. So if you look here, so you've got the CNC aluminium. So this is the keycap here, and then this sits on top of your keycap as like an extra little thing. So it's a spin to win, not guaranteed giveaway. Well, so you're not guaranteed. It's a spin to win. Correct. Sorry. To clarify, so it's a spin to win. It is guaranteed that someone will get it, because what we'll do is we'll fill up the spots on this wheel until there's 10 people, and we'll spin each time someone gets added to the wheel, and so someone will win. So it's a spin to win random giveaway. But it's also worth remembering that we do have. This is not my own business. This is I work for Work Louder. I'm just a live streamer for them today, and I have my own business doing something else as well. Sorry if that's obviously very confusing to someone who doesn't know that I'm just working for Work Louder and that I also run my own business. So it is a random win, but also anyone who places an order over $150, we will add a free gift to your order as well. So $150 and is the order amount, and we will give add a free desk mat to your order. So it's a $59 product, and we add these ones to any order. these over $150. And then also just anyone who places an order, we will add a free gift to your order if you just let us know your order number in the chat below. So even if it's under $150, we still add a free gift if your order hasn't shipped out yet. And we also have obviously the giveaway as well, so it's kind of double up. If you're ever hiring, let me know. Yeah, dude, just send us through send us through a resume anytime. People are always welcome to send through info if they're interested. What is assembly kit pre-built? So Shabira, thank you for the question. So that's over here on the workboard. You've got the three options: assembly kit, pre-built, and PCB kit. So here we've got the keyboard, and you can see we've got the PCB here, which is the keys attached to that board underneath this large board underneath. And then we've got the frame, and in this view you can see it's exploded out. All the parts are not put together yet, and so that's what happens. That's what you get when you get the assembly kit, is you get to screw these frame together and attach the board to the frame. So that's what I did with my board in front of me. So I got it, and the parts were separate, and I put it together myself. So I get to screw these little parts together and put it all together yourself. So that's what the assembly kit looks like. And if you could buy a pre-built one, then it comes already put together. So it just comes like this, straight out of the box, ready to go, ready to type. Enden Yacht, dude, yes, hop on with throw us in the order number. Let us know what you ordered, and we'll go ahead and spin the wheel. And then the PCB kit for the last bit for Shabira is this one. It comes with just the PCB, and then you get the option to go ahead and download 3D print files, and you can print this frame here. So the frame here in this view, you get to print that out yourself and put it together yourself. So it will come with all the accessories, obviously, all the screws that you need to screw it together with, but you get to print this 3D part yourself and save you a little bit more money. So that's why that one's a little bit cheaper. So the PCB kit is $69, pre-built $114, and the workboard, it's got everything with it, but you just need to put it together yourself, is $89. So hopefully that's answered your question. And then yeah, let me know when you have that order number, and we'll spin the wheel. We'll spin it up and we'll see if we get someone to win. Let me know, guys, if you have any other questions. So what Ananya is talking about there is our giveaway here. If anyone who places an order on the stream, they can add your name to the giveaway. We'll spin it up and we'll see. Oh man, I've just done a terrible thing. I've just realized that I didn't have my screen on, and I was explaining something and I didn't have my screen up. Very unfortunate. And I've also just realized. Alright, so we'll see when Endanyat gets back with the order number for the product. See what he orders as well. But yeah, anyway, so back to hopefully that's frustrating. I'm sorry to everyone who was probably confused what I was talking about when I was talking about the PCB kits, etc. But Shabira, so we've got assembly kit, comes like this. The full board is coming all together. Like you get all the parts with you, but you get to put it together yourself. So it comes in this exploded view with all the parts separate, and you get to put it together. So that's what I've done with my board in front of me. Is I've had to put that one together myself. So I've gone ahead and taken all of these parts and put them together. You touch it all, and then it's ready to go, ready to rumble. So just speed running this because I don't know why my screen wasn't on before. So you put all those parts together yourself. The pre-built comes already built like this, so it's just straight out of the box, ready to go. And then with the PCB kit, just like this, it comes with just the PCB kit and all the screws and etc. that you need to put together. But you get to go ahead and download the 3D print files, and you 3D print that frame, this plastic frame here yourself. You 3D print that. Hopefully that answers your question. Nav's videos, thanks for hopping on, thanks for the like, appreciate it, thanks for the support. And let me know when you're back with the order number, because we are going to be finishing the stream pretty soon. We're going to be wrapping it up, but we'll wait here until you've brought back your order number for us, because we got to spin that wheel up. Spin it. Woo. All right. Any other questions, guys, throw them in the chat and we'll do our best to help you out with any answers that you might want. Thanks, Navs, for joining over on TikTok. We've got Miguel. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the support. Dale key is sold out. Dale key. Let me know what you mean by the Dale key there. Is it key set that you're after? And the daily key set? I assume maybe you're after you're mentioning this one here. So if you do need any info, I'll just refresh that. So this one is, I don't know why my keyword is bugging out, but compatibility is on here. So Kale Choc low profile only. So if that's what you're after, the daily key set, there's a bunch of different options in terms of key sets on the website here. So if you're wanting to get something, you got to make sure it's compatible with the board that you are ordering. So dial V2, dial V2. I see. If you're talking about the Creative Micro, are you talking about the dials that come on here? Because these are the dials that you have available, and you've got some that are sold out, like the white is sold out, but you've got all these other options here. So hopefully, I'm not sure if that's answer your question. And yeah, if you're going to be hopping back on, I've got to finish up in just like 2 minutes. So if you are going to hop back on, let me know, and we'll get you sorted with the spin and win. But otherwise, we're going to have to finish up the stream. Cool. Alrighty. So, let me know, guys, if you have any last minute questions or anything like that. And we're going to be finishing up pretty soon. And then yeah, if you're going to be back with that order number, let me know as well. But we're going to be finishing up soon, so I'm not sure, Shabira, if you are interested in the dial, and if you just wanted the white dial and it wasn't available, let me know. But all of those other ones there are available. To add to cart, so I'm not sure where you're looking in terms of those, maybe because I think these are the same dials as well, so there shouldn't be any issues with those ones either, so I'm not sure. So XYZ board R2, if I buy with no dial, V2 is bad. So you can the board will come with a dial. It comes with a dial already, and then if you want an extra dial, you can purchase extra dials that you can swap out. So you can see in front of me here, like it will come with a dial here, but if you wanted to order extra dials so you can swap them out and have different colors available, then you get to swap them out. So you can have extras if you want, but you don't have to get extras. It does come with a dial. Sorry for the confusion. So it does come with a dial, but you can get extra dials if you would like, as add-ons to the order. Flix Photographies, enjoy your study. Thanks for hopping on. Appreciate the support. And if you have any other questions, let me know. Alrighty. I think that's going to be the end of the stream, guys. I was keen for Andanyat to hop back on with the order number, but I just haven't got it yet. So that's alright. We'll do that another time. Nothing to fear. Alrighty. Philip wants the giveaway for just Philip. I don't know how that's gonna work. Alrighty. We're gonna finish up now, guys, so thanks for hopping on, and we'll see you next time for the next stream. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. See ya.